And we're back, y'all. So tonight we're gonna experiment with something. This may not work out. There's actually a couple things I want to try with the animation system. I kind of set out to do this last week, and we ended up just wiring up our new model. Which that reminds me, I have a new version of that model. I should pull that in. Nothing's really different about it. Just the animator got the proper things loaded in for it. So I don't have my jank version of the like 8 extra pickup animations on it because I didn't know what I was doing in Blender. But yeah, so I have a couple goals here. Number one, I kinda, sorta, I don't know, this whole legs, arms thing, I kinda wanna just do away with it because I feel like it's overly complicating like how this works, and every animation kinda will involve both arms and legs for the most part. I've also been looking at a couple of different tutorials and reading on different approaches to 3D animation, specifically in Godot, which is, you know, what we're doing. So, one interesting one that, like, really kind of, I wasn't expecting this to be, like, a viable pattern, but, like, they kind of just had, like, a group of nodes, and each node was sort of an individual, like, animation controller, and it sent signals off. Well, their example, I think, was kind of directly controlling the animations. I don't know that I want to do that in code, but maybe that could work, I guess. I kind of like the system we have now, where I send some variable to the animation tree, and then it responds accordingly with my state machine. The one problem, though, that this won't like address necessarily is we've got, so I mean, obviously, like, this isn't too bad to look at, but when you go in here, especially the arms, like, this is already unmanageable, and it's not even really accounting for all of the like weaponry we'll have in the game. Like, this is just kind of a messy loop. This is a complete mess. There's no nice way to organize this, just because, you know, it's whatever. I guess it actually almost like makes me think a little bit more too. Maybe we should have like a different animation for picking stuff up when you're holding something already, but details. Yeah. Either way, first things first, I guess what I want to do is I'm going to try and see how this works with our code, because I think with the player status object that we have, which is just like a I was gonna say omnipresent. It's a singleton. It's a global. There we go. Yeah, this is a thing that's always present in every scene of the game. That kind of gives us a readout of, like, you know, what the player's current status is. Man, I don't know why the title screen to Ocarina of Time is so loud in this particular video I pulled up, but it sure is. Drowning my thoughts out. There we go. But yeah, I don't know if I'm committing to this approach to stuff, but I want to see what it looks like first, I guess. Let's go ahead and create a container for this. It could really live anywhere. Doesn't need to, well, it needs to live below the UI because I don't want the UI to get blocked by like objects in there. It's a good call to put GoldenEye music in here. What do we call this? Well, now I've got myself a problem. Yo, what's up, Sedekes? Got myself a problem with groupings here, because I don't want to call this animation controller because we already have an animation controller, and maybe that won't be needed in the long term here. Actually, I almost wonder if I should put that in here, like toss the animation controller in here, you know? Oh yeah, the player's like animation manager is also over here, isn't it? I feel like we don't need this to be, like, this could and probably should even be one layer lower on the actual model. I don't know if I'm coupling things properly, though. See, I think the reason I put this up here is because I have other things like the item box logic and, like, the cutscene player, all the UI stuff, like, that's generally, like, at the player level. And I guess there's nothing stopping me from doing that with the animations either. I don't know for certain where it belongs. I guess the real question is, like, the whole reason I'm doing this in the first place is to get this logic out of the player class, so I don't think I'll need a reference to the player class. Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's move on. Well, I don't need to. I'll leave this here for now, but we'll move the other thing over to protagonist, see what that looks like. Yeah. Animation control. So the idea basically is we create a generic-ish script and then, like, have different implementations as needed for, like, more nuanced control, but 9 times out of 10 I'm going to be able to define, like, okay, trigger this animation when this button's pressed. Actually, I guess it's not really that simple in this game, because it's gonna need to consult the player class. Okay, well, we can do this with abstraction, kind of. So, like, if we have a base level thing that does, like, half of our logic, that's an abstract class, then actually, we don't even need it to be abstract, we just need it to be overridable. Yeah, that seems fine. So for example, not even movement, but walk, and then run. Wait, what am I doing? Need node 3D, nothing else. Honestly, just copy paste. No, not like that though. Equip, pistol. Well, this one sucks actually, because this would not really be able to, like, sit there with a signal. Or like wait on the, like, there's no button you press, I guess, that sets this off. I kind of already don't like this pattern. Let me see if I can... I closed the video I was watching that brought this up in the first place. Let me see if I can, like, find a written form of this. Or even just the video again, I guess. Oh, my search is still there. I could just reuse my search. Why animation trees and Godot 4 are extremely useful. Well, that's certainly a good, a good sign, but that's also not the video I watched. Was it this person? Is this a whole playlist? It's not a whole playlist, okay. Dang, I wish I had found this video earlier. There's one, finding the best animation tree strategy. Well, there's a very short one that just has, like, the basics of animation trees, but I'm sure there's gonna be, like, how to use them, period, and not, you know, necessarily, Trying to like speed through this, but that's not the best way to do this. Just why I was looking for something written, because then I can... Okay, this person's like animating sort of in engine. It's also a 2D tutorial, so... Oh wait, I just have my watch history. Why don't I look at that? How about that? Yay, I found it. Okay. I wonder if this person uploaded, yes. Nice. Okay, that's way better. I'm mainly looking for actual implementation patterns, because I'm missing, like, one piece of this that, like, if I can just see their scripts, that'll hopefully make everything click. Yeah, assets. I don't know, these are assets. I guess player is what I'm looking for. Input. What's just called input? New input equals input package dot new. What is this logic? Oh, okay, so they consolidated reading input into a single file as well. Okay, fair. Gotcha. Okay, so they gather like what was pressed as like an array of strings, and then how does that apply to the player? Model. Okay. Model.update. And it gives the okay, so that must be in here, I guess. What? There's no update method in here. Oh, wait, did I go to the wrong class? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay. Input package. Okay. There's something that it's referencing here. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is pretty interesting. Wait, what is this script called? It's called Humanoid Combat. Alright, instead of just wandering around folders, I'm gonna search the repo. What do you mean there's no... What? What? Oh, humanoid model / combat dot... Oh man, I hate that. His files are called not the same thing as the class names. Okay, so what does this do? So it takes the input. So it has like this like combat state model. Yeah, damn. Actually, I should have stuff like this. They're like separating all of the concerns out into like different classes. Okay, on our end. No, maybe I should download this project and load it up and see what it looks like. Jeez, this cable's tangling. Oh, that's super clever. Okay. He's maintaining a... I don't even know where this actually... Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's a dictionary that maintains, like, action priority. That this person's making... I think the example that he has in his videos is more of a Souls-like game. But all the same, like, you know... It's generic advice for any sort of animation system in a 3D... Or, well, actually, hell, even 2D would work, I guess, technically speaking. I think you can still use animation trees in 2D. I'm not terribly familiar with Godot 2D, but I don't know why they would manage that differently. I know obviously you don't have like a rigged model. Actually, sometimes you do. There's libraries out there I know that like give like a fake skeletal frame for your 2D model and then like will dynamically animate it that way. What's the first thing I can do? See, this is the problem with like re-architecting stuff. I can't just like willy-nilly be like, okay, well, I'll just give this architecture approach a try. I kind of have to tear up a lot of stuff. But I mean, it could be worth it if it kind of keeps everything like simple. Like having many parts that just have like one responsibility rather than kind of clumping all this stuff together and I don't know, running up or ending up with files like this. Whatever it may be. That's not good. PC is worrying up a storm right now. Let's hope that doesn't crash. If it does, we might need to change plans for the night. See, even this is like stuff I don't love that I have in here. Like the quick turn, that should be part of like the player state object. And that doesn't have anything to do with animation, weirdly enough, since we just literally rotate the player when they're doing quick turn. But, like, I don't know. Well, it is a private bool and we don't use it anywhere else, so there's at least that. I feel like other actions should be locked off when you are quick turning, though. Wait, I haven't done a quick turn in a hot minute. Like, that still works as intended, right? Okay, so at the very least it works, but... I mean... yeah, that works well enough. Alright, this may be a case of, like, don't break what's already working. I don't know. The more I look at, like, this example code... to be fair, I can still adopt, like, the general, flow of this without having it, like, hyper, oh my gosh, what the heck is the word I'm looking for? Not containerized, but, I guess somewhat. But yeah, God, what is that term in programming? Like, related to separation of concerns, that sort of thing? Whatever, anyway. Yeah, I think... better or worse, we kind of have everything handled as much as we need it right now. I think I might actually just move the thing off of the player here, though. This player animation control, that does not need... yeah. Oh, wait, does something over here reference that? It does. Oh, you know what? There's probably multiple references to this thing. Is there a way to, like, check what things reference something? No. Dang. Whew. Process game state. You know what? I don't even know if I need this anymore. Okay. Where all does this get used? That is just inside of here, right? Oh, shoot. Seven matches in 2 files. What's the other one? You son of a gun. Okay, so I think we just shouldn't have this in this random class that we don't really even need. Because yeah, this isn't getting used anywhere. Right, yeah. This was something we used in the Unity version. Nuke this class. Hey, look at that. The only gotcha here is I've implemented Unity's find objects of type, which isn't even the name for the preferred method of that in that anymore, but yeah, this shouldn't be in this class in the first place. Yeah, so that's just using player status and nowhere else. Okay, I mean, it's a static method, so it can go in the constants class. It's not really a constant, but it's a utility. Oof. Well, it turns out we're doing other random rearchitecting now. Really more just refactoring at this point, but... Okay, we already have one, like, method in here that's like a utility method, so... It's not the worst thing that we toss another one in here. Oh, right. Doesn't like, I mean, that's fine. I don't know if I need either of these, but I'm gonna try to get away without link here. Hey, I don't need it. Nice. Why do I have a million errors over here? Oh, crap. Yeah, that's not where that is. Wait, what? List isn't... Is it? This has to be just like a weird syntax error, right? Is there actually just not like a list structure inside the collections, Godot.collections or whatever? Is there... Can I add to these? Okay, you can add to this array, I guess. Well, for the one usage of it, we can just comply with, proper Godot classes. I don't, yeah, toss that in there, whatever, man. I don't disable it, do it. Gosh, gotta write my own code. What kind of, what year is this? Oh, I didn't even finish saying where T. that's not how you do that. Oh gosh. How do you do that with your constraints in a generic? Must be annotated with... Oh, here we go, hold on. No, don't... If I erase this whole thing, maybe that'll give me the actual, like... the fix. Yeah, change signature, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna Google this one second. C#, generics, generic type has attribute. Generics and attributes, here we go, hold on. On the official documentation here. But this is just about generics and attributes, not... Okay, hold on. Generic attribute constraints. Seeing attributes of generic constraints. Bleh. Oh. Wait, oh, you just can't do that. I see. Wait, no, someone... Well, I don't know, that's what I typed already and it didn't really seem to work. Well, if I... Wait, yeah, what even is the complaint here? Find out is the type T... Oh. What? Oh. Yeah, that's like... I would think that this would actually work. Oh, but it's a struct, that's why. Dang it. Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever. Fuck this. Let's go back to normal. Like, I don't know what potential performance or other issues this could cause. I don't want that all over. Oof. And now that's gonna be a huge problem because now all of these collections that are Godot type. How did I open this and how do I get that out of here? Whatever, man. This is so annoying. That's just gonna, yeah, I gotta, like, no way. Oh, God. Oh, what if I just do this, though? Oh, yeah, I can just do... There we go. I don't know why I didn't think of that till right now. There we go. Done and done, and now I need to nuke this file. I mean, yeah, let's just get rid of it. What happens when I get rid of this, like a file like this? Oh, nice. That is very helpful. Wait, this thing's a prefab? The heck? Where does that get used? Or is that just on the player? I can't tell if that's like a prefab or not. Or a sub-scene, whatever you want to call it. No, yeah, it would have this if it was, wouldn't it? Even if it's like one object. Super weird. Is this? Yeah, it's fine. Cool. And that just kind of leaves it in like a errored state, but that's fine, we're getting rid of it. And then I also need to get rid of the other thing over here. Or I need to update this in player status, wherever that is. Oh, I don't even need to do that. Cool. Even better. So this is literally just to, like, when an event goes off, go apply the event to anything in the current room if that event applied to this room. It's not even the same as, like, the logic that, like, handles if it happens in a different room, that's, like, on scene load, whatever thing it's applying to, like, it, does that on startup, or on ready, I mean. Because it'll check, like, the list of events that have been triggered. Well, anyway. Whew. The more I think about it, like, every other, like, status thing in here, I don't know why, like, quick turn variables over in the player. Like, it would require more communication between this script and the player script, which is already, like, a ton of it, but, I mean, you know. Also, what about is dying? Is that used properly? Kind of just going through and cleaning stuff up at this point. Okay, so handle death. I don't send it anywhere, so that's good. Does the player status know if I'm dead? Like, it doesn't really. I mean, it knows because it has my health, but beyond that... What do you mean this usage is out of scope of the solution? The heck? Oh, it's not used anywhere. I see. I'll get rid of it then, right? Likewise, don't need this thing. I guess... Oh, you know what? We were gonna use this... Wait, where am I using it here? Oh, right, I'll just in there, yeah. I don't know. I want to rework how the health works anyway, so let's just get rid of this for now. In the other version, like, your speed changes based off how much health you have. We do want something similar here, however... I don't think I want to handle it that way. See, again, I'm a little confused because, like, how does the player know if they can move? I mean, I guess is dying would be useful for that, but I mean, we have a player status so that that can report to, like, anything that needs to know, like, okay, the player's in the middle of doing this or doing that. But to the best of my knowledge, I don't think there's any issues with, with the death logic. Like, handle death's probably called in process, right? Yeah. Pause menu, aiming, shooting, okay. Wait. Oh, right, physics process is where the other stuff gets handled. So, wait, can you still move around while you're dying? That doesn't seem right. That shouldn't happen. Okay. Okay, so process movement. Is there anything? Okay, yeah, it just worked off of is movement prevented, which is what it should do. Oh, there's just a hard check in here for if your health's over 0 or under 0. That kind of sucks. Okay, back on track of like animation stuff, because this is somewhat related. Wait, there's an error in a file still. Where? God. Load runner music. Missing class qualified name for reloading script. Did I not get rid of process game state? No, I did. Okay, I'm gonna just close. I don't know if I like screwed up Godot. Oh, you know what? Ah, that's why. Don't save this file. Sure, go ahead and save that file. I didn't want to close that actually, though. Oh wait, I closed like a ton of scenes right there. What? I feel like this is not a bug, or like it's not broken. Maybe that was like an error, an intermittent one that just popped up when I was deleting that file while there were still dependencies on it, but... Let's find out. I guess if I hit play I would know for sure, because it would tell me like, oh, I can't launch this. I also could have cleared the logs and then hit build. Alright, have I broken anything by taking process game state out of the loop here? Seemingly no. Yep, looking good still. Gotta love these random random errors that happen when I reset some of the time. I mean, I know what's happening. It's because I'm changing the scene while it's in the middle of, like, another update loop. I need to, like, queue up, like, oh, the scene is about to change, and then let that happen safely after everything else is finished processing the current frame. But also, these don't even show up on, like, debug builds, so it's kind of like an in-editor. I don't even know if it's an in-editor thing or something else is going on there, but... Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The more I think about re-architecting, like, everything animation-wise, like... It only gets me, like, a couple of... like a slightly cleaner code base, because I have this here, I have the other thing over here. This is actually how we got the animation control in the first place, because I was like, okay, let me try to consolidate this, but really all we managed to do was like make a class that it's doing the same thing anyway. We just call like a mild convenience method, but ultimately an extra script for no reason. Now, see, I could have this script be like an overarching, like, manages everything type script, And like this would communicate with player state to see like, okay, well, what's appropriate given the player's current state right now, gameplay wise. And maybe that's a good way to go here. The one gotcha is weapon equip, because that happens through like it's like such a different process. In fact, I'm not even sure. Let me see. I think that actually happens. Yeah, it happens in the weapon script where it like you pass the instance of it that the player has through to the weapon, so it knows to tell it like which weapon to equip it with. Oh, that's not even the right one. This is firing the weapon. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, this is just all sorts of very messy at the moment. I don't know, I'm so sleepy today. So what if instead of like this, I made this class like more robust and like had like, you know, start walking or stop walking or even set walking true false or whatever. Or even update walk. Actually, yeah, wait, that's a better idea. Update walking. It's not really a player state thing currently, but maybe it should be. So the player can communicate to the player status or the player state, and then the player state would know to reach out to this thing. Huh. I don't know if I like that pattern where it like just sinks down. Maybe it shouldn't be getting its information. Actually, this would almost be nice if this was something I could make into a singleton, but because the player is not a singleton, like it would need to get this animation tree each time a scene loads, which I might be able to hook into. I think no, we haven't actually done that with any other class that's a singleton. Although, is there a signal that like handles that? It might be. Like, oh no. Well, actually, maybe. I don't know. Tree entered might fire every time. Let me try this and just give an experiment here. I only think I have one of these in my actual logic here, but let's see. Yeah, because maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but I have a lot of my auto loads are just a class. It works, but yeah, the map status. Oh, and the audio manager. Oh, and I guess also the subtitle display. Oh yeah, I did. Oh, you know what? We got to do that too at some point. I know I like just went on a whole tangent about why I have the UI in the actual like player, because it's convenient to have references to it there. But actually, this one's not even. Well, that's the debug, so that's nothing. But one problem we're facing right now is that like the UI gets filtered by the same shader that everything else does because. Well, here, let me just pull up in the scene. It's a lot easier to point to. Because I have like basically a viewport, right? So the root of my scene is here, right? And there's a sub viewport, and that's applying a shader, or I forget which one of these two is, but one of these two has a shader attached to it. Yeah, that's this one. So anything you see under this, which is effectively the entire scene, gets filtered. That's fine, except for UI elements, like this stuff that's under the player. Whereas my subtitle display actually doesn't have that problem. I opened the wrong thing, because that's up here, outside of that hierarchy. Long term, I gotta do the same with the other player UI stuff, and I think that should be relatively fine, but I also know that there's a lot of UI stuff that I grab by reference in the code, which I need. This is why I need to not do that so much in the code, because, well, I do have like a constant that points to it, so I just need to update that constant, but like, if I move it up here in the hierarchy, then the path is different suddenly, you know? Alright, anyway, I think I do want to, like, one, move the animation thing out here. Oh, actually, no, let's test. I gotta do that first. I guess we'll do the subtitle one, because why not? Alright. What is the script? Subtitle display. Cool. Public void on tree entered. Good spelling. dd.print. Subtitle. Wow, I'm really spelling up a storm right now. Subtitle display. What is wrong with me? I need to play a typing game. Maybe this beacon help me. On tree entered. Thank you, autocomplete. And then we need to wire that up. Oh, I should have copied that. Wrong thing. Oh, I'm not clicking anything. That would help. Boom. Honestly, I kind of want to know if these other ones happen too. Oh, you know what? On-tree exit could help. No, wait, no, because I'm putting the cart before the horse here. I was gonna say, like, it could help me with the, like, smoothly transitioning between scenes and not getting that random error, but I don't think that will. I am curious if it does that, though, each time. I mean, I guess... just do this, right? What are you doing? A lot of Zelda music in this playlist here. Oops, I did not name that correctly. It doesn't matter. Specifically, Ocarina of Time. Okay. So surely we should have seen on tree entered. Yeah, subtitle display on tree entered. This is not a different scene. Yeah, it didn't do it. Oh, I can filter them, right? Actually, hell, I'll just do this. Boom. Didn't happen here. I don't know why it would. I wasn't really expecting it to. Okay. Well. Never mind. Focus enter. No, that's when like the node is actually properly focused on. Oh yeah, that's all stuff for controls. That's why I'm seeing weird things there. Child entered a tree. Maybe when the child node enters the scene tree. Because this node entered the tree entered, or add child has been called. Okay, so that's if something was added under it. Got it. Those are very weird signals to attach to, but whatever. Wait, was this? Oh, replaced by, okay. trying to see if there's a good way to be like, okay, launch this once when the scene starts and not again. I guess I could do it in the other direction where like I can have a script on the player go initialize this thing each time the player loads. Yeah, that would work. That's probably my only option, honestly. Unless there's some other override that... Because I know ready doesn't get called... Like, because this thing gets loaded once and only once, because that's how I use it. Which is cool, but I need to reference... Oh yeah, wait, no. Just the script I'm going to use for this. Have that... or like the reference of the thing I need. Have that call this script with itself as a parameter. That should work just fine. Okay. Let's revamp the hell out of this thing. So yeah, I need the anime. Oh no, that's yeah. Never mind. I need the animation tree, not anything else. So that's not really gonna work. But again, I can just make another script that does this. And that probably should live over here. Oh wait, this thing has a script on it. Player animation event handler. Well, it's weird to use that, but I mean, it does have a reference to the animation tree. Yep. Oh, it is the animation tree. Yeah. Is this? Yeah, okay, it is of type animation tree. Cool. Yeah, so what I'm saying is we could just on ready push this value out to the other thing. Why does it need player interact? Oh, right. Yep. That's what we added last time with the pickup stuff. Player animation event handler. So, player animation control. This is the name I want for this, but I don't know what else I would call this, because this is an event handler. I guess those two work well enough. Yeah, you would think at a certain point that like naming stuff would not be a difficult thing in programming, but it just it just always is. I don't need the models. What I do need are the prefabs. First things first, let's go ahead and commit what we've got right now, even though I haven't... All I've really done is just refactor that one thing, but I don't want my other commits to get tangled up with that, because I do want that code out of there. That was just like... That was a carryover from how we made things work in Unity, and that's just not what we need right now. Not even sure what the hell that thing was for, and it looked like it like maybe did some processing on scene load or something, but oh, I don't need that change either. Get rid of that. Oh yeah, we also updated player status because we don't need those things. I guess we can keep that. That's fine. So that'll work. That'll work. Really, I don't need anything else. Oh wait, never mind. We updated a couple scenes too that we need to commit. I don't know what happened in the main scene. Oh no, don't commit that. That's the cutscene I put in. This is my refactoring, so I guess I'll just update these. Whatever. You can commit that too. It's technically not related to what we're doing, but whatever. Yeah, don't have that file anymore. Good. That one doesn't have that subnode either. What is 24 instead of 25? Oh, good. Let's count of how many things. This we didn't update, so leave that. Okay. What did we do? Oh yeah, removed unused coat from player prefab. Process game state. And health status, you know, or I guess unused. Oh, commit it, push it, good to go. Yeah. So I'm gonna use this same script, but God, I'm gonna need to find everywhere that uses this. If I do this, will this tell me like what all is using this? There we go. Nothing. Okay, good. That is what I was hoping for. No, it is. God damn it. Well. Ah, hell. This thing can't be there either. Debug console. Oh yeah, shoot. I might want to revamp how that works too in light of all this stuff. Like that's not actually. Oh no, that is actually the UI and the code that controls it. Okay, well, you know. Okay, the only script that one has is the animation event handler, and that doesn't have a reference to this thing. Yeah, and then you have your reference to animation tree, but whatever, that'll change. This is the item box, that shouldn't have anything. I don't think anything else has a reference to this guy, but I'm gonna just double check just to make sure. Oh, these don't even need to be parameters that you can like publicly set. That's really neither here nor there. Okay, so just this guy. Good. That's good. Well, with that in mind, we need to make a new scene for this. And I guess we'll just call it player animation control. That probably goes in the player folder. I don't know where else it would go. Player. Oh, this is I'm making a script. I don't want that. This will be a 3D scene. Player animation controller. Cool. I don't really need to hook into events here, but whatever. Perfect. And then what we'll do in here, yeah, this no longer needs to be an export. Does need that though. But we do need a public method called init. Knows me well. You know, technically speaking, I could like pass null in here if because I was thinking like, do I need a clear when you like exit game? I don't think it matters because really this thing is just here to like ship messages off to the animation tree, like variables or whatever. But anyway. Oh, and then I do need a ready in here just to set up the singleton. Thank you. Right, I gotta override it. Instance equals this. If instance is not null. This is actually going to throw a ton of errors at the moment because there's one of these in every scene with the player in it. gd.print error more than one instance of player mission control. This should be a singleton. Ignoring instance. Get instance ID. That's not it. then we'll just do name. Oh, then return. Cool. Good and good. I think I can make that private, the instance. I guess I do that everywhere else. But then it's just, then I have a public method that's get instance, you know? It's a little silly. Do I even want to do it this way, or would I rather just have static methods for all the things that it does? See, this is nice because then I don't need to like do the like null check, all that other sanitization on every method in this class, which I'm gonna build a bunch of methods in this class. But it has the downside of then I've got to deal with like storing it somewhere or just continuously invoking it, which is, you know, unnecessary amounts of instructions for the engine. I don't know. And that might get optimized in the compiler. I do not know the answer to that off the top of my head, but still not great if it doesn't. Maybe we just don't, yeah, I don't know. You know what, I'm gonna think this over a little bit. I will be right back. Enjoy the tasty jams, Okay, I know this. Oh, it's Pokemon Snap. Every time that song comes on, I'm like, I know this. I don't know what the heck it's from. But yeah, BRB. Y'all, let's get ourselves a little bomber peak going. Right. This over here. I think the more I think about this, We're gonna stick with like just this get instance thingy. Because it's not like I'm gonna call that every single frame, like we could just save a copy. Which is more memory usage, I guess, but I mean, like, it's an address, like, it's not... you know. And not everything's gonna need this anyway, so it's fine. I mean, I also could just have instance be static, but then the syntax of writing everything kind of sucks, because it's like, player animation control, dot instance, dot method. Okay. The other revelation I had was, I think what we want to do is in player status, I need to send it more info about what the player is doing. It doesn't know whether the player's moving or not right now, and it also doesn't know whether they're dying, but that will eventually be a thing to take care of when there's an animation for that, but I don't have that yet, so... yeah. Well, let's take what we do have right now. Alright, so we have this one, which is... not private, public, void, fire weapon. Or I guess even fire pistol, more specifically. Set animation variable. A really stupid thing I can do right now. That'll stand out well too, because this is in the generic weapon class, but like... ooh, actually, you know what? We can do even better than this. Hold on. So we can call fire weapon, and then this can actually figure out which thing to call here. But also I need to grab this. Oh, this is never ready, does it? Oh no. Now I'm going back to, like, what I just said like a minute ago. Alright, let's do it this way. Get current equipped weapon and player status, and decide which weapon animation to play. Dude. Although actually I might be able to reuse that one with the way I've got the animation tree set up currently. I think I screwed this up again. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, good. Yeah, if I just do this, this will cause mass chaos in my code, but also it'll force me to fix everything. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, that's good. Oh, yeah. Private pool. Validate instance. Whoa. This has got to be Space Station Silicon Valley, right? Oh, don't just print error. Dang it. If instance is null. Print an error. Unable to trigger animation. No instance of player animation control was found. And then likewise, if instance dot animation tree is null, let's just make this an else. Because if the instance is null, obviously I can't check this. Oh, I was gonna do a stack trace here, but that doesn't really matter. I think the stack trace comes alongside an error print, doesn't it? Actually, I don't know. Oh, whatever. If we need it, we'll put it in there. Unable to trigger animation. Player animation control has null. Animation tree. There we go. Alright, so now we can just generically call that everywhere here. Yeah, if not validated instance, just return. What are you yelling at me about? Oh, this needs to be static, yeah. What's wrong with... Oh, because I don't do anything else, got it. Instance dot play fire weapon. I don't love coding this way, but it will solve more problems than it will cause, so I guess it's fine. Like, I just don't like the fact that I'm, like, doubling up every method I make here. It makes this class get a lot more cluttered. Public static void stop moving. Public static void start walking. Static void start running. You know what? Let's leave this here. And we'll make the player carry the instance, because the player is going to mostly be using this. We can make these just direct calls. Do I want 3 separate methods for this, or is that ridiculous? to go remind myself of the animation tree briefly here. Not that this can't change, but I mean what I'm doing right now. I don't even have this in here. Okay, well. Set animation variable. Game constants dot animation dot player dot walking. That way, if I end up like having just, I'll have separate variables regardless for this, but if I end up having it so like it's not walk then run, but it's like a split tree, then I can do that. Not that'll cause errors if I call things that don't exist there, or like call parameters that don't exist. I don't think it does, because I definitely typoed some of those before, and it was like the most confusing thing to debug because I was like just not doing the thing I wanted it to. Turns out it just was targeting something that doesn't exist. Okay, now that's happy. So the good news there is we can keep that guy. Don't keep him as an export though. That will be a reference that we grab. It's perfectly next to that guy. Double private. Yeah. Boom. Okay, so these are all the things we're gonna need to, oof. Yeah, this is also messy, like, grabbing, like, the animation name off of the weapon for which equip animation to do. Yeah, this we won't even need to do, though, is the cool thing. Though we do have the weapon coming through here. I feel like maybe I just don't even need that anymore. Like, this doesn't need to know that on either end anymore. Oh yeah, actually wait, the player doesn't even need to do this because the player status is doing this. Cool. Alright. Yeah. Because player status can go find out about player animation control easily. I think these two should have references to each other because, like, for the most part, I want things to funnel down into the animation control, but there might be a situation or two where it's like, okay, animation control, go check player status to figure out what you should be doing here. Or maybe not. Maybe I can just have that be a one-way funnel there. Alright, so what we're actually going to do here... Oh, shoot, there is logic that happens in the player on this. Oh, but it's also... Well... Oh wait, what the heck? Why is that even happening in the player? Like, this gets called from not the player, right? Or this gets called from player status, doesn't it? No, this one actually doesn't. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Alright, that should be okay. I think we'll just call like a updated method for that. Let's make that now. So the other ones, I'm not sure how I want to implement those, but let's do the aiming one because that will actually come from the player class. Public void. Start aiming. Void. Stop aiming. Set animation variable. Why don't I just copy paste it? What am I doing? Oh, actually it had it. Nice. This is more what I was aiming for last time when I tried to refactor stuff of like, I don't really care as the player class, like what the animation names are, what anything else is. I just need events to flow through to trigger them. So the one gotcha here is not this, dang it. The other instance, this one. Yeah, so when weapon gets unequipped, we need to call the player's end aiming. I guess this is also stupid, but we'll just make this one, and then we'll call it from player status. Where is player status? There it is. Let me move that over here. I'm gonna need to pop between these three pretty frequently, I think. Yeah, so instead of that, just call player.end aiming. And then, I'm gonna just put something here so I know exactly what line to come back to, because this class is huge. I don't really keep instances of other things in here, do I? It's probably for the best, but why does this have an export? What's that? Hook this up with non-export since it's an auto-loaded component? Huh. Whatever. What on earth is this stuff? Oh, that's there because it's like an instance of constructing a randomizer setting, but... My variables are named pretty verbose. I think I can figure that out if I ever... Oh no, this was like a thing to like... Oh yeah, I was overriding the save and load buttons to set the difficulty differently, but now we have a menu where we can just set all this stuff, so I don't need that anymore. I'm actually gonna toss this down here. Oh, actually, this does belong next to this guy. I just need, don't need to set that, that's just redundant. So this is just because I think this is going to load, the ready for this will get called before the other object is going to be loaded into the scene. So if we're not initialized, initialize. It's my silly trick of like waiting for all the readies to finish before calling something. Or before pulling a reference, I mean. Do I use this game over screen thing anywhere? I don't think I do. This is just... okay, all of this stuff, so yeah, this gets managed through the player. This is not the instance here. I don't think I use this. Like, it's referenced, but it's not, like, it's in a place that doesn't get called. No, not you. Dang it. Not you either. Oh my god, get out of here. This. No. Yeah, no, these are just the generated scripts, not the actual... Alright, game over UI dot. Yeah, not used anywhere. Equals. Well, that's not the same thing. Okay, get this out of here. We don't even use that in here. Player animator. Okay, well, do I have this anywhere? Because this is kind of what this new thing's becoming. Okay, I don't need this. That's just whatever. That's the only thing that was referencing that, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, get that out of here. Cleaning all this shit up. Getting this put together properly. I guess to that end, this isn't really in the same bucket as these other two things, because these are like dynamic objects that get set by like the game stuff. Or like objects that are actually in the scene, not the singletons that sit outside of the scene. Oh shit, snowboard kids! Do I give it the weapon? Yeah, let's give it the weapon. And then I shouldn't need to call this anymore, because this is just... That's what that will become. Actually, I should steal this, though. Public void, equip weapon, weapon, weapons. Oh. Unequip weapon. Wait, I don't even need to call that other thing. I can have unequip weapon also set stop aiming. Like, we still need to stop aiming to be a public thing that we're going to call elsewhere, just... We don't need to have that extra shoved in one. We can do it on unequipped weapon because we're making something like this centralized animation controller. It's kind of the same pattern I use for, like, playing sound, which does have its, like, disadvantages. But the advantage, one of the main disadvantages, though, is, like, having all the sound files, like, clumped together as parameters on it, and that's not going to be the case here because there's just innate... like paths to each animation like variable that we're managing. The data is a little more compact too because you don't have actual files that you have to process and stuff. And streams of audio to like load in and load out. Speaking of which, I should go revamp that at some point, but like, damn, I need some like music and sound for this game. Well, regardless, this should all be good. So, where am I calling this? Yeah, we do want to call that there. That is true. But I don't need to call end aiming from player status in here, because unequipped weapon will handle that. Because they'll call stop aiming, which it's just, that's something coupled to this process because we don't. Yeah, that's actually good. We're moving that into the domain of the animation logic, which is where it belongs anyway, because it's a weird contingency on the animation and not something the player should be worrying about. Now, weapon unequipped. This should no longer be necessary. Weapon equipped. It shouldn't be necessary in a second. I didn't actually... yeah. So don't call that here. And don't call that here. So I still don't love that I have, like, an animation path in my, like, class implementation, but, like, otherwise this is looking pretty good. Okay. Oh yeah, then I don't need to grab the player. Awesome, one less get node. What? Equipped? Wait. Oh, that was... I think that was a trick I used in the Unity implementation. Like, that would set a slider to, like, move the player's hands one way or another. This is Harvest Moon music. Sure is. Put enough hours into that game. That was fun. This time well spent. I can't, you know, as much as I've, like, been griping while playing Earthworm Jim, like, we got so many good games in a row, like... I guess I also got frustrated playing Bangai-O, but, like, could be worse. Okay, so now we don't need these because nothing's calling them. And that Doraemon game was a little tough to understand, given that I don't speak Japanese, but it wasn't, like, the worst, like, language barrier I'd get. Okay. Well, where does this get called? Oh, right, okay. Now I kind of wonder, like, should the player even know about... Does it need anything from the player here? Oh, it does, yeah, because that tells the player, oh, okay, you're good to shoot again. Fair enough. To that... yeah, we'll leave it here. It's fine. This definitely feels like something I should be able to wire up in the tree to, like, have it unset itself. It's a little Perfect Dark Chicago level. Here, take the wallet. I don't want any trouble. Sorry, I played way too much of that game. That was fun replaying it. I don't even remember why I did that one week. That wasn't... I don't think that was during, like, my hardware issues. Which, knock on wood... Now, it has happened since I reapplied thermal paste to my CPU, so I don't really know if it's truly fixed or not, but... It hasn't happened in a little while, and I'm tempting fate by even saying this, but... Oh well. You know, I'll give this a event-sounding name, because this all is piping in through events, or signals, rather. Oh, why did I delete that? I need the code. Literally just take this. And paste it in there. Boom. You know, that probably should be next to that one, so I guess I'm gonna move this down. Just funky because it's static, but that's okay. It's the only one where I needed to, like, put one of those in. Like, I mean, I could have made all of these that way, but then I'd have double the number of methods, and this is already, like... We're already past 100 lines of code in this file. It definitely doesn't need to be this way, and if I was truly adapting the, like, design pattern of that thing I read earlier today, like, it wouldn't really be that way, but, like, I'm trying to work within the system I've made without, like, completely uprooting all of it, so... We're kind of stuck with a couple, consolidations here, or, consolation. I mean, I could also just change this to be like, well, okay, we'll specify which animation you want. And like I guess if I made that method public again, some of these it would be okay to like put in there, but I don't know. So this is another stop moving. That's if you like just actually stop moving. You're not like prevented from stop moving for whatever reason. That's all the other ones up there at the top. Cool. Eesh. Wait, does this do this every frame that we're like moving? Aw, man. I think it does. That can't be great. I should probably fix that at some point. To do. Don't spam call this. Or maybe logic in animation control. Do not redundantly call. Spam call it. I mean, it's been working. Now, there's a lot to render in the game, but it seems to let me move throughout my scenes just fine. Coward. Listen, the cowardly thing there was the fact that I just put a to-do in instead of doing anything else. What is this? What is 1+3 usages? What the heck, man? Why did I make this? Cutscene calls this. Why does cutscene need this? Oh, right. That's the triggers on the animation, around the cutscene setting. Maybe I do need a generic set call. I don't even need one, I have one, I just have to call it. But I definitely want to, like, replace these with, like, masked calls that have, other logic instead. Wait, what? Oh, this is, I guess we're making that public, but I'm gonna only use it in the cutscene, because the cutscene needs a generic connector to that, like... Or, well, something needs a generic public, like, call this, you know? Dude, Mario Golf music is freaking amazing. And while I do not like that game because I suck at golf and don't like golf, it is a very well-built game, I gotta say. Also, is this not? No, it is Mario Golf Music. I was gonna be like, hold on a second. Do I have the right game? Like, for a split second, I doubted myself and thought maybe that's Pilot Wings, but... Also, what's up, Epio? I think I maybe already said that. Regardless whether or not the player chooses to or can pick up the item... Move this somewhere to be called regardless of... Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, okay, so this is a great example where we could just make, like, end pickup. End pickup. Oh, I'm saying when I actually refactor this to have the menu pop up, like, I'm gonna need to move this somewhere. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. And then once again, I copy-paste, although I gotta copy-paste twice. It's like, this is also very relaxing music, as advertised. It's Pokemon Stadium 2. I was gonna say I've never played that, but I have. In fact, I think I played it on stream, technically. I think we popped that open at one point and played the minigames. And I got my ass kicked. But I also think I've played that in private previously as well. Mostly just the minigames, though. I wonder if Pokemon Stadium 2 is, like, any less miserable to clear. I don't know, maybe I'm just a Pokemon hater. It's like, I did not have fun doing that. I did, however, I did have fun catching my team for the transfer pack. Like, I replayed the entirety of Pokemon Blue. It's pretty fun. Not the best RPG ever built, but I think even Pokemon fans would agree with that assessment. Wait, crap, what did I just do? I did at the end pickup logic somewhere, but where was that? I think I called it end pickup. Too busy yapping about N64 games. Okay, I don't think that's what I called it, but whatever. This needs to go, but we'll take care of that later. This just needs to call something else. That's fine. Oh, shoot. Yeah, no, we won't even need this, I think. Huh. Yeah, because we'll just call it directly from the cutscene class. Cool, okay, that's good actually, because now I don't need to, like, implement that in every instance of something that is an actor. Oh, wait, no, not good. It needs to... No, crap. Ah, okay. Never mind. I changed my mind. This is going to need to remain in the exact form that it's in right now, because that thing in cutscene is meant to be there so it can affect whatever actor you target with it. And that's why I have the actor interface that player implements, and other things will also implement, because it needs to trigger the animation flag on that mesh in the scene. Like, if there's multiple people, you know, like, I'll need other person to walk when they're walking versus player walk when they walk. Anyway, so I get for making everything into a fucking framework, I guess. But there's worse things out there. Oh, I'm in the wrong class. I'm like, wait, where did that go? I want to take another look at it. Yeah, so we'll end up just making this public, and it'll just get called exactly like this. I'm leaving it private for now, though, because it'll highlight everything else that I do actually want to update. That the blend amount. Wait, what? That generic equals true. I'm I'm not sure I'm even using these at the moment, nor is this how... Oh, wait, no. This is actually good. I did put some thought into this. Good, okay, yeah, no, I... Likewise, well, I can make a common method for this. Damn it, you can't use dot end when you're on multiple rows at the time. Bastard. So I guess that can go kind of wherever. Generic death. Generic death. Boom. Remove this line. We have a real animations. Wait, what? Oh. Right, we would call this as a signal. Or, well, call it from the other thing. But I set that up so that, like, the event, the signal, like, listener pattern is here now. I just need to, like, eventually have that, exactly what I just wrote on screen there. Alright. So this is just mad because I can't call that, but I'll be able to in a second. There's some stuff in player interact I'd like to take a look at. Item pickup animation flag. Oh, right. Yeah, that just checks the type and then does that. That's cool. Yep. Ooh. I could actually move this whole like logic into the animator, which kind of makes more sense because this is about deciding which animation to play. Like, just give it this value for what pickup type it is. There we go. Like, what? I kind of like that better. And then there's just less shit in here that has to do with like animation specific logic. Yeah. Oh wait, no. I have end pickup over here. Put it by that. Public void begin pickup. I'm kind of wondering if like I might want to like reuse this for like all humanoid actors. Like just call these things freely, but I don't know. Because like we'll want people to, or like other characters to do like the pickup anime. I guess at that point we could just manually do it with the individual pickup flags though. Yeah, that's probably fine because I already have the generic like, oh, set this variable to this value is a parameter for the thing. Oh, right. So then I kind of need to steal like all of this logic. God damn it. Just kind of toss all that in here, but then also You know, honestly, we could add a using statement for game constants. That would actually be able to like shorten a lot of the text in here. Import type in file. Did it update everything? No, it didn't. Dang it. You know what? Screw it. I'll just put a using up here. Using game constants. Is that not a... Oh, wait. It's game constants equals game constants. Using... I fucked everything up now. Game constants dot pick up. There we go. That's what I was looking for. There's the syntax. I think it would be unwise to get a using for player in here, but it would shorten a lot of this text. Because if I ever need to reference the player, I think I would need to undo all of that, because I don't even think I have a namespace around the player. It's just player. And I could do animation, I guess. I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, that would be okay. Gets rid of some of it. That might also have some overridden meaning that I am potentially screwing myself over by referencing. Like if there's an animation namespace that I need to get at. So this is some crazy music. This is for F-Zero. Star Soldier Vanishing Earth. Digging it. It's got that like 90s anime synthetic slap bass sound going to it. I like it. Okay, I got rid of everything else out here, yeah? So that's happy, that's happy. So it's just that one line in player, right? I'm gonna double check before I do this. Cool, yep, that's the only error. Nice. And then we fix that, because I need to have this be this way, unfortunately. 14 usages, are you sure? Oh yeah, no, that's actually true. This is mostly in here. Alright, did I break anything? Probably. Who knows? Let's find out. There's two things I gotta do first. Number one, we need to go add an auto load for this scene I created here. Wait, I didn't even create a scene. Did I? Oh, we also need to pass the animation tree in and then do that. No, okay, yeah, we did put the script on that guy. So he exists, we just need to add him into the auto loads. Prefabs, player... Yeah, player animation controller. Oh my gosh, surprise chat, I already queued up a PS1 playlist. Player animation controller. Cool. Now, one more thing. I gotta go to the player prefab. We gotta get rid of this guy. yeah, player animation controller, or control over here, no more. And then last but not least, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh yeah, in the, not the animation control, but the other one, the event handler, which is a little funky to put this in here, but whatever. Player animation control dot init dot, oh shit, what did I call it? Did I not? I made a method for this, right? Yeah. What? Oh, I need to get instance. That's what's wrong. Init with this. Bada bing, bada boom. This one's going to be in every scene because it's under the player. So it should have it before it needs it for anything. Alright, now. Oh. Yeah, okay, I got it out of there already, so that's good. Oh, actually, did I build? I don't know. Yeah, we did. Okay. I don't know what common parent is null means. That's scary. Still walking. I don't know, I'm checking the menu. It's nothing related to what I've done. So I still don't have aiming animations, so I can't check those ones, but I can check the pickup animations. I really should have picked better placements for these so I could fucking see the animation, you know? But whatever, I should have a good idea generally if I'm close enough. Could you... Over there. What the hell is the collision box on this thing? Uh-oh. There's an error. Oh, I just got like 6 errors. No reference. Yippee. Oh, I didn't null check this, did I? But that shouldn't be null, though. Oh, this is null. Oh, right, I don't set it in here, do I? Wait, yeah. Ah! Yeah, so don't export that, first of all. Yeah, player status, just like that one. Let's go under here. I don't need to move that. Hold on, let's put it over there. Space there. Set this wherever that gets set. And this is on a per scene basis, so it should have a ready function that it's, yeah. Yep. There we go. There's no way this works, right? Okay, I don't know why that would go into the same scene. Hey! I don't know why the ground one wouldn't work, but we'll check that anyway. That works, and then this doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I was going to do. Now that we've kind of revamped all of this, I do kind of want to decouple a couple things. Namely, like, I don't want animations failing to end to, like, mess with the gameplay. It just seems like I'm opening myself up for, like, a bad vector of bugs. So let's get the shooting working again in the spirit of that. Because I don't have, and that's why I was T-posing, because I don't have animations for that. But specifically, the shooting is tied to like the on animation finish logic, and we're going to switch it to instead rely on a timer that we set on a per weapon basis. It'll just be like an internal timing of it, because that's not that much of a hassle, like maintenance wise. If I need to like tweak that, if we need to change the animation or whatever the hell. And God forbid if I, you know, open up the game to cheesing, like shooting a little faster than you can see yourself shooting. That's fine. That's better than like, oh, I can't shoot because the game's animation code glitched out and didn't fire this event or something, you know? Yeah, so in order to do that, event handler, we are going to keep using this though, because I do like this pattern, but like just, I don't need it to tie to like every single thing, because yeah, like the death stuff, you know, when it's death animation finishes, that'll be a good callback method. I mean, I guess I could just make all this stuff timers, but I don't want to have like 10,000 knobs I need to twist when like this will work well enough for like most of the stuff. Yeah, I guess that's it. Honestly, in the spirit of the death one, let's see, where is that? Why is this squiggly at me also? Oh yeah, no, it would probably want that to be in a namespace, huh? Whatever, I don't care. Probably should use namespaces because I could then avoid that potential issue that we have right now. Like, player is just player, so I don't want to like abbreviate this namespace too much. Otherwise, they'll be like, if I ever need to pass a player instance in, it'll be like, this is an ambiguous reference. Or I'll just think it's like the static class, which is also not good. I was just on one namespace. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's so easy to fall into that. Like, there you go. Even when I'm using like a, you know, a non-basic IDE, like, Rider's not exactly featureless. In fact, I could click a button and make it give me the namespaces, but actually, you know what? Maybe let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna commit this stuff, then I'm gonna push that, and then maybe let's put everything in namespace. Ah, nah, fuck that. I don't care. I don't know. I'm getting too obsessed with like absolute peak best coding practices at the moment. Didn't know about namespaces 15 years ago when I started this project. Damn. That'll also do it. Ah, chat. One of these days I'm gonna go pull open my like college code. I kind of wanna. I built a ray tracer in college, and then I also optimized it because I took one grad level course, and it was like a grad level CG course. That was cool as fuck. It's also the only time I've ever like blue screened my computer from code, like running code that I wrote. Because I just had some C code that just like didn't properly end. So it just kind of used up like all of my laptop's processing power, and it just blue screen. I was on, to be fair, I was on Windows 8 at the time, so... Wait, was it Windows 8? Probably. It sounds right, because that would be senior year. Yeah. Anyway. I'm losing my voice. Holy crap. Okay. I pushed that stuff. Forget the namespace. Now it's... Oh, I didn't push it. Never mind. Okay. Project. We got that thing. Yeah. Player scene definitely got updated. Animation controller also updated. Oh, this didn't delete. Ah, man, I thought I checked that in. Shoot. I'll check that in afterwards though, because it doesn't have anything to do with the animation stuff we just did. Okay, that looks good. Fucking over 100 lines we just added to that. It's fine. This is all good. Though, actually, in terms of like nostalgic programming, what I really want to do at some point, the first game I ever made, I want to like port that, or like somehow, I don't want to remake it from scratch. I feel like that loses some of the magic with the jank like first product I did. It's this dumbass platformer, but there's like so many like flawed design things with it. Like, it only worked at a certain monitor resolution, and that's because the way like the level files worked and the way like where I drew the player worked, it was like at odds with each other, so I needed it to be at the exact resolution. Which was also some jank ass resolution that just happened to be the like largest resolution that my monitor at home had, and also just one that happened to be on like the school computer. It was not like a normal resolution even for like the time. I mean, I'm sure that's in the code. So I still have the code, but not only is that like a huge problem with it, like it was built on Java 1.3.4, I think. I forget what version. It was some really old version of Java though. So like all the like everything I'm doing in there is probably no longer supported. But if I can get past those two things, the core logic of the game should still hold intact there. People could witness the brilliant design of teenage me. Also, for context, it's a stupid-ass side-scroller where you are hitting horses with a bat. Because of a stupid inside joke I had with a friend of mine that was working part-time at a glue factory. Want to see the ray tracer? Yeah, the ray tracer is a lot more interesting, I think, overall. But the nostalgia, though, you know? What am I committing? What the hell did I just do? Oh yeah, animation control. Also, while I say I have that, I actually have that on an external hard drive that is not in this room or connected to this PC at the moment. Now, I could go get that, it's just upstairs, but I should probably copy that to something else. That's not good that I only have it on, like, one old external hard drive. Okay. We revamped the animation. Man, I just really trailed off into like some extreme nonsense. Reworked animation logic to mostly pipe into in through the player animation control script plus what the heck else do we do with this? Oh yeah, made that animation control a global. It's a stream of consciousness. Damn. How long have you had that one in your pocket? That's great. I feel like, honestly, maybe you did just come up with that, because, like, this isn't the first time I've rambled off into nonsense while doing a dev stream. Just made it up. I would say, yeah, you probably would have popped that a while ago, because you are around quite a bit when I'm deving. And other times, too, to be fair. Not that it matters one way or the other, obviously, but... okay, so we did that. Now, commit that other thing that I said. Oh yeah, we want to remove these scripts, because we removed them, but I only removed the scene they were in, not the actual scripts. That is just some extra random items I've thrown in there, and this is... yeah, that's that thing. That's like the, oh wait, no, hold on, the protagonist. Oh, yeah, no, that's the coordinate thing that changes, because the animations just play. So, given that his idle animation is always playing, like, the position of his bones is different every single time I am in the scene. It's weird that they save that data to the like config file, because these config files are actually really clean. It's one thing I like about Godot. Unity's not like horrible with that, but like I feel like a lot of like there's always like just problems with merging those. It's such a different. I mean, I guess to be fair, even in like corporate programming, you know, the equivalent of that is just like merging two project files if like settings change or whatever. But I guess these change more frequently, so there's like more frequent conflicts. I don't know, I'm talking about source control with multiple people working on a game project, but it's a thing. Yeah, removed process game state script files. Commit that, push that. Okay, now let's bug proof our animation system, or well, the gameplay, I guess. Let's decouple our gameplay and our animation. I was gonna say, isn't this Ape Escape? But I realized I swapped over to the PS1 playlist, and I kind of just forgot I did that. Does anyone in chat know if the, like, I've only ever played the first Ape Escape, or like, the other one's good? I'd be down to check those out sometime. I think I actually have one of them, Ape Escape 3. But I don't think I've ever played it. Or if I did, I just forgot. Oh, we don't need to be in here. We need to be, not that one, the other one. Event handler, there we go. Okay, so on shooting ended is what we call. Heard they're good too. Ooh, nice. Well, if Ape Escape 2 is on the PS1, I can definitely add that to the list. We haven't gotten... Oh, wait, no, we've gotten through the A's. So 2 must also be on PS2 then, right? I don't really need to stick to like some super strict schedule of like, oh, I'm only just marathoning these PS1 games. Like, we could do other stuff, but... Especially, man, so I've been trying to set up my PS2 to work with like, you know, my legal backups of my PS1 discs. Anyway, but I've got it working for PS2 games, but for some reason I cannot get it to recognize the PS1 games. I've converted it to VCD, I've done everything I'm supposed to do, just has not gone through. Though apparently that's like less common. I think most people like mod either their PS1 Classic or they do the just a regular mod for PS1. Problem is I don't have a PS1, so I don't like. I have to get that and then the mod kit, or buy one that's pre-modded or something. I don't know, it just seems like a lot of hassle. Because in theory it should work on, like, I know some games don't work with that on the PS2 with doing what I just described, but like, it's supposed to generally work for it. It's just, it seems like all the tutorials for like getting it working for PS1 and 2 are really old, so I don't know if like the updated software, like you have to do something different with it. Again, super off topic now, but literally all I need to do is, okay, so this thing, I can just go back to this. Actually, not even this, but, well, we want the other end of this. We want, pardon me, when you start aiming. There we go. Who do you remove this line when... Actually, wait, yeah, we don't really want that. No. I'm trying to set up timers, not just a workaround. So... That's all good and fine. But what do? We need to, like, I guess I'll create a variable for this. Is it fine that that's on the player? Ooh. I don't know if this is like a great idea or if like this this is the alcohol talking, but what if player animation control like had like the script had like static? Well, no, it wouldn't be static. But yeah, I guess I'd use static methods. Yes, we'll do it that way. I mean, I guess I have the instance. I could just have them be instance things. These could give us timers based off of variables on that thing. The thing is, it's a little more... I guess it's not any more annoying to open up because it's just a scene. Just because it's an auto load doesn't change anything. Yeah, that actually seems fine. Okay, but I do need to set up the timer though. Time until aim is finished equals, not that. Get aim animation duration. Oh, method. Like I could do this more intelligently than the way I've set this up. Like have like a dictionary or something. Yeah, I guess I don't really need to export these. Because that's just for convenience in the UI. Like, what I could do instead is just have, like, a private static dictionary, probably? Why isn't it like that? Oh, I'm not using the collections or whatever. God, dude. Dictionary of string and... I guess string, right? Because it would be... No, not string. Float. We can even reuse the same... Oops, sorry. Oh, well, that's actually gonna be jank as fuck, because that's like a... Yeah, that's the actual, like, full path to object, but that still works. I mean, you know? Something, like, incorrect about that. The thing I like about that is I don't need, like, two sets of constants next to each other. Wait, what is wrong with my syntax here? Like, that's a string. Like, knew this? No. Oh, is it like, Oops. Oh, wait, I didn't name it or do anything with it. That's what's wrong. Wow. Animation durations. Oh, I guess I don't need that. True. Okay, so I had it right the first time. Wait, no, but this is still not correct. Oh, wait, do I need the new? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Wait, no, it's still mad. What the hell? Okay, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna do this. Oh, didn't it have like a... Okay, I don't know if that was just the editor freaking out before or whatever, but... Alright, it's called fire. I'll call this half a second right now. I don't really know what these values need to be. Private. Not string. Dang it. Animation.player.aiming. Oops. Then I make it private for that. What? Oh. Oops. I guess I'll put a null check in here just for like... Let's give it 0 otherwise it happens instantly. Cool. And then we need to wire this up to actually do the thing that it was doing in here a second ago. I guess we could have that be part of handle aiming. Like have the counter or timer countdown. Do I have... I guess this would fit in here. Loot time until animation is finished. So we want this before that part of the logic there. If that's greater than 0... Oh shoot, I need to give this delta now. Then time until aim is finished minus equals delta. Of course. Not, of course, the Metal Gear music, although also, yeah, of course, that sounds fucking thing. No, not, why did you pick that out of anything? If it's less than or equal to 0, then we call, not animation control, not finish aiming. End aiming. Not end aiming. End aiming? No. Crap, what did I just get rid of in here? That should only happen once, that's good. Look at the diff. What did we delete down here? Oh, was it? No, it wasn't in here. Where what? Okay, let me go back to the animation event handler. Oh, on shooting ready. That's what I want to call. I should have left the marker there. Dang it. Oh, there it is. Actually, I don't like how many brackets are there. Trim that bad boy down. I mean, honestly, I guess I could just call that, but whatever. Wait, where else is it called from? Oh yeah, back in the event thing. Oh yeah, well, okay, that's good. We want that still over there so that when these animations are wired up, we can work off of that. Well, no, actually, I guess we don't, because I'm replacing it with a timer. Okay, in case I end up wanting this later, I'm just going to comment it out. We'll do it that way. To do if I change my mind about using timers or triggers like aiming instead of signals, comment this. So now I could make this private, which again really kind of makes it like, oh wait, no, not that. I'm in the wrong class. I could make, oh, where the hell is handle aiming? There it is. I guess we should just run this after that. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, on shooting ready can become private now. Oh wait, can end aiming also become private? Oh shoot, you know what? I might need to I do still need to call this. Dang it. Okay. In the unequip thing. Because, like, it'll screw up the state that the player thinks they're in if I don't do this. Oh, no, one layer up here. Yeah, so I won't need to call this because I'll call it through the other thing. Yeah, in here, I gotta call player. Ah, crap, we gotta get the player then, too. It sucks. Oh, well. Did I not? What? Stop. Oh, end aim. That's what it is. Also, I don't need to do that unless I'm in here. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. That's unrelated to what I was doing, though. Do I want this to be a separate method now? Because it is just... that's fine, I guess. Okay, so that should work for the aiming. Shooting, that's the other one. So this is probably also going to need delta for the exact same reason. Double delta. I need a variable as well. Actually, hold on. Just write it down in here. If shooting cooldown time until shoot is finished. Should have done. Whatever. That's greater than 0, then minus delta. Oh, alright, I gotta cast it. If time until finish. Nope, wrong one. Time until shoot is finished. It's less than or equal to 0. On shooting ended. And then we just comment it out over here in the event handler. Same thing. I would delete it, but same thing as before. Just in case I change my mind. comment B. Death is fine because we already have that workaround in place. And then pickup, I guess we could do the same for pickup. We probably should. So it's all in the same spot. And then we don't have the same, like, concern of, like, oh, it's waiting for this thing to end, and it never does. Let me make sure this stuff works first, though. Pardon me. Uh-oh. Something broke. Cannot move. Well, that's something. I didn't see any errors pop up. Is there something I forgot to wire up from the change I made? I don't think so. Let me load this. I've already got stuff. Whoa, the UI is so messed up. Okay. Well, that's not good. It shot the bullet, but it didn't let me shoot anymore. Which means the aim part probably worked, but the other part probably didn't. It's weird. Let me just load into that scene and check out the other stuff. I mean, clearly there's stuff that's broken. Not really sure why. Why did... Why is the model called Gazerbo? Gazebo? Okay, the face animation's still working. Pickup didn't even work at all. Oh, we've broken some stuff for sure. What the heck? Oh, is player not retrieving the instance? Maybe that's what's wrong. Because that's where all that stuff's triggering from, right? Or did I screw something else up? I don't know. This is weird. Player animation control. No, that gets initialized. So, like, yeah, walking wouldn't be working if that were the case, because that's also fired off through here. What? Time until aim is finished. Let me see if these things are, like, going off or something. Crap, where is that? There we go. It's gotta just be something breaking, but what though? I didn't mean to load the whole thing, dang it. Oh, now it's working. What? Okay, it's fine. Oh yeah, that fires off a ton of times. It's not good. Now it fires off no times. What the fuck? Is it like less than 0 or something when rounded up to a float? Is that what's happening? I don't know. Oh wait, that's not the one I'm looking for though. It's the other one. Time until aim. It's greater than 0. Oh wait, yeah, no, I don't want that to print out a bunch of times. Shoot. But it shouldn't be checking it that many times though either. No, wait, never mind. That's right. If it's doing it each frame, yeah, that was actually just fine. I want it in here. Oh, I think I know why the other one's not going off. Because we don't set it. Yeah, it calls that, and then... this happens. This is gonna be so stupid. Oh, I need to go, no, yeah, that's actually correct. I probably broke just the player, right? No, I didn't break anything, I just gotta set this to that. Oh no, the method needs to actually return something, though. Right. Oh, damn. It's a lot of to-dos in there. Well, anyway. Need to make this a static method. Wait, why is this one erroring now? Oh, well, whatever. Okay. Wait, back to weapon. Yeah, we didn't actually do that, yeah. Player dot animate, oops. Animation control dot get animation duration. I don't know if this is here or not, so I'm gonna put that back there. I guess we just return that no matter what. What did I just do? Well, that sucks. That duration, dot animation, dot player, dot fire. What do you mean no? Oh, right, that's not a string. Well, no, that is though. Oh. Yeah. You know what, actually, I think this is where we'll want the weapon instance. Because that might be like, we have a different duration for different weapons in the, like, as we go forward. Actually, you know what, no, let's just wire it up now. Why even leave that for later? Pass yourself in, and then we'll have another abstract method to implement called public abstract string get fire animation name. I kind of want to put that next to this one, so we'll do that up here. And then we'll just take the same thing and throw that in pistol. Fortunately, we only have one weapon right now, so it's a simple one there. Don't abstract. Damn it. Turn game constants dot animation dot player dot fire. Boom. Why are you mad? Oh, override. Okay, and then way back over here. Get Yep, there we go. Oh good, and that even has its own safety check, so if that ends up not having a value for one of them in the dictionary, then we're still fine. I see those errors down there, but I don't believe that they are real. I'm not really sure why it froze us in place that one time. What's happening? That's weird. Whatever. Good. I also don't know why the menu got borked too. That's weird. It's like super strange. Alright, whatever. Anyway. Cool. Hell yeah. Oh, I don't need those debug messages anymore. Was I don't know why I stopped making the gunshot sound. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah. That all seems good to me. Oh, I guess the one thing is, like, I'm not properly null handling these because they will actually blow up if they are 0. Okay, get rid of this. So if it is 0, then just call it there. That's janky as fuck, but whatever. Damn it. Try to search for my debug message, but I don't know where it is. It's not this far down. Must be the upper one here. Nope. Okay, not the aiming, it's the other one. Shooting. There we go. There. Now we have full error proofing. I think that's probably good enough for now. I haven't fixed my animation tree one bit, but we do have a cleaner, like, separation of concerns in terms of our, like, animation infrastructure. I don't know if this will necessarily scale properly. What is happening? Oh, I wasn't close enough. Okay, that's all it was. I think that's what happened last time, too. Damn it. Oh, I know why I wasn't able to shoot, because you have to wait half a second. So it's definitely, like, way too long, but whatever. I'll tune them in when I have animations. So this should still play the animation anyway. I guess I can't really tell if it's playing it or not. But whatever. Yeah, honestly, I don't really mind that, like, there's not a separate animation for, Oh, it doesn't... Oh, yeah, it doesn't have the reload animation, so... No, it does. Okay, I don't know why that... Oh! That's the cooldown again. Anyway. Like, if the gun just magically disappears when you press the pickup button, that's fine. It's whatever. Going for retro anyway. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's weird. We really didn't make, like, any explicit progress tonight. We just kind of rearranged stuff, but I am feeling really happy with the results of what we've done. I think this is an overall positive change to the repo. Alright, let's commit this. Separated. Aiming, firing, cooldown, logic from animation triggers. Uses dictionary of timers instead. Boom. Alright. Yeah. Well, chat. It's not quite time to end stream, but I think we'll switch to playing a game here. I don't know what game. Got like 30-ish minutes. Might just pull a random indie horror game out of my hat. As I often do. I have a million of them on Steam. Anyway, give me a sec to get that set up.